Hello guys, welcome to our channel. Today I'm going to take you through producing a structural detailing of a column using Archicad. So many will argue that Archicad is mainly used for producing architectural drawings and AutoCAD is mainly used for producing structural drawings. So in the industry, in the conventional way of producing structural drawings is by drawing it using AutoCAD. But that doesn't mean that Archicad cannot be used to produce the same thing. So this tutorial I'm just going to take you through drawing a simple column. I'm sure if you get different types of column, the different profiles, does it have a different base and width? Also, you can apply the same knowledge to use to draw the same type of column. So for this tutorial, I'm going to take you through drawing a column that is for a one-story building. It has a base and width of 200 by 200, and also it is the floor height, the clear height, the floor to floor height is 2700, that's 2.7 meters. Also the floor to floor height for the first floor is 2700, 2.7 meters. So I am going to work with millimeters in this tutorial. So I know, sir, there are those drawings that are required to be put in inches, but in inches and feet. But this one we're just going to use millimeters because most of the drawings that are being drawn using the British standards is always in millimeters. So let's begin. So we shall begin by drawing construction lines in Archicad. So we shall begin by drawing construction lines in Archicad. We have realized that I think this one has an error. It's supposed to be 2700, not 2850. So so we shall begin by drawing construction lines. So first we have to know the total height of the building. For this case, the total height of the building is 2700 plus 2700. That will give us 5.4 meters. So this is just an example of a beam, a column that you're going to draw. So 5.4 meters. So that in millimeters is 5400. And then also since we are going to use the width or the base of the column, which is 200, that's about 8 inches if I'm not wrong. So so we are going to offset this line. We're going to offset it, and the offsetting in Archicad is mostly by this multiply. So we go to multiply and we put 1 and we multiply it in this direction and type 200, and then after that we're going to now put the beams there. So most columns, so the column that you're going to draw is not an interior column, because an interior column has to have beams on this side. It has to have beams, sections of beams on this side and also this side, but we're just going to draw a column that is on the edges of the building. So we shall begin by we have already drawn the outline of the column. So the next thing we are going to do is to draw the beams. So for this beam we are going to just use since it's a section and it has been cut from the main beam, so we are just going to use an arbitrary distance of 700 that side, and the depth of the beam is, as you can see from this diagram, the depth of the beam is 400. So you're just going also to introduce 400 here. So 400 like that. And then on this side. So from here, since the total height of each floor is 2700, so you subtract, you're going to get 2300. Then also you do the same. Then this one becomes also 400. That's for the beam. The beam that is from that is on your under the slab on the first floor. So yeah. Also from here we're going to indicate the 2300 from above. We're going to measure 2300 from the soffit of this beam. So yeah, like so. This is the ground level. So we shall just extend this line a little bit so that you can use it to dimension. Even this one we shall extend it similar to this one. So that's just, we are just using referencing. Yeah, similar to that. Also on this side we are going to do this the same way. Like that. Also this side we are going to use the same procedure like that. So yeah. And then now that you have already shown the beam, and also we have already shown the beam, the next thing that you're going to do is to create is now to draw the bars. So for the bars, the first thing you have to know about the bars is to know the cover. So for me, I'm going to use 30 millimeters. So let this line just extend beyond that way like that. And then on this side, this line should go only up to where the kicker should be. So the kicker is what is always casted before actually casting the whole of the column. It's casted so that it can be used to install formwork and allow the casting of the entire column. So the kicker is normally 75 millimeters, so we put it there. So when you are putting this kicker, so you put this line here, so that's where the confinement links are going to begin. So you just put it there like that. So we are going to lap this bar with the one which is going to come from below there. So we are going to lap this bar with the one from all the way from the ground floor. So this one, since we're going to lap it, let's say we're going to go to a distance of almost 15 from here, just an arbitrary distance. That doesn't really have to be accurate. Also this one we shall terminate it at the kicker, so we shall do that later. Then just do like this, that way, and lap it from here, and then we shall go 600. So the lap distance is always 50 times diameter of the smallest bar. In the event like this one, we are lapping D16 diameter, above diameter 12 and 16. So 50 times diameter of the smallest bar which is here is 12. So we are going to use 12. 50 times 12 is going to give you 600 millimeters, which is roughly 60 centimeters. So let's get back to this. So we have already drawn the we have already put the kicker. Sorry, we have already put the lap distance. So also this one has to be terminated at somewhere here. So we shall terminate it later. So here we put the development length, and so also here we are going to terminate this bar that is coming from the ground floor using at the kicker. So we also draw the kicker here like that way, and then we are going to terminate this bar. Sorry, we are going to terminate this bar here, and then I'm not going to draw this again. So I'm just going to copy this, and maybe let's make this a little bit short. This to be a little bit longer, so you could do like that, or let's just maintain it the way it was. So we shall carry this and multiply it, and bring it here like that. That way. So for this distance of this bar, we are going to increase it from 600 to 800. Why? Because this is a D16 bar lapping with a D16 bar. So the smallest 50 times D, which is the smallest bar diameter we are going to find, is going to be 800. So yeah, like that. So the lapping distance is supposed to be not less than 50 times diameter. So it can be 1 meter or even more than that. So it can enable efficient transmission of loads from the bars at the top to the ones which are below that. So if the lapping distance is small, it can really interfere with how the bars are transmitting loads and can result in collapse. So we have to put the right overlapping distance. So yes, so we have already drawn that. So this starter column bars, they need to be, so the distance from the ground level to the depth of the foundation it will be determined on site. So these bars, for the starter bars, just put an arbitrary distance. It doesn't have to be exactly according to the depth. You can put any distance, let's say 750, and then we can now put the anchorage here. So let's put it there. You can put the anchorage here, just like that. You can make this to be a little bit bigger. Like that, so that just shows the bar was a little bit bent. So this is the development length, so that one will be calculated on site. So this for the starter bar, and then so we have already drawn that part of the drawing. When you are looking at the links, so where we put the starter column, sorry, where we put the kicker, that's where exactly the links are going to begin. That's why you're going to indicate that the links are going to begin. So the links, you can let them extend a little bit. So just extend the links a little bit beyond the bar right there. So we're also going to indicate that there's a link here. So multiply, then put 1. Say 100 from the other one. Somewhere there. So yeah, so that's how we are going to draw it, and then we can remove this one because it's not needed. And then since this is a section of the beam, we are going to put here our bars to show we are going to show the lines here to show that this beam is spanning beyond this area that we have indicated here. So it's similar to these ones, just to show that the beam is spanning beyond this area, it's not just there. So we put it here, and so similar to this one, we're just going to draw it exactly the way this one is. So we look at the center, which is here. That's not, maybe I shortened this so that I can see where exactly the center is. I want it to be exactly at the center. So that's where the center is. We shall go the center, we shall go this way 50, like that. So from here we go downwards. Then at the center we shall go 50 the other direction, like that. Then we go upwards, the same distance that we went the other side, and then we connect these bars like that. And that you have done that, select this and select that one too, and cut. You press Ctrl and you remove that other part. So since I don't want to draw this again, I will take this one. I will copy it like that, and I come here and do the same for here. So this one that existed before, we shall delete it. Then I shall extend this one a little bit beyond the outline of the beam, like that. And also this one I shall extend beyond the outline of the beam, that way. So we have already shown that part of the beam. We have already drawn this break line to show that this beam is existing beyond this point. Now the next thing, we are going to now add the dimensions. We're going to add the dimensions. We're going to add the dimensions. Do that here and there. And also this one. So we are going to add now the dimensions. What's going on with this? Yes, now that one is okay. So we have added the dimensions. So for the dimensions here, they're in meters, so we can easily change this one into millimeters by going to dimensions and changing it to plain millimeter. So yeah, so this one is going to show the millimeters, so you can shift this one to here, and also this one you can shift it to this other side. So we have already shown that part. The next thing that I want to indicate, we've already shown that dimension. The next thing I'm going to indicate is the total distance on this side, and also, yeah. So before I do that, I like to terminate this bar which is extending beyond here to just one arbitrary distance somewhere here, like that. So we can introduce an arc. Yes, like that. There. And carry this and put it here. And from here. So sometimes it's much easier to use a polyline, but I prefer always going to using that process like that. So now we are going to show the links, because the links are going to be put from here to here, and then also the links are going to be put from here to there. So showing the links is just, you use the dimension. So come here and show the dimension like that. Then showing also here, we can put the links up to here. So I'd want this to move the same distance as this. Maybe somewhere here. Anyway, even that way is still okay. So since we just want to show the distance, the links, so we shall also put the total height of the floors. So we go back to dimension, just to show the total height of the floors. Like that. Yes, that way. And then for this, we shall come back here and see. So the links are going to be spaced at a spacing of 125. The confinement links. So this, if we take 2700 divided by 125, so 2700 divided by 125 is going to give us 21. So shall use 22. So that said, I'm going to select these. You select the text, come here, put a custom text and change that to 22 d8. Sorry, 22 d8, just the same way it has been put here. 22d8 bar mark, and then the spacing. 22d8, the bar mark is 4. So you select this and come and change it here, 4, and then we put 125. So I want to shift its position, so you just select on one of these dots and shift its position to somewhere in the at the center. Do the same for this. So we shall copy this, and then we come here and change it to a custom text like that. So you shift this a little bit there. So next thing is going to be, now that we have drawn that, we are going to show this section. We are going to show these sections that you have cut from the column. So that one has, you can choose just to use normal lines and draw rectangles here. Actually, we can just use one side. So you come this one and draw a rectangle. From here again, draw another rectangle. Then select this, click here and mirror. Right click, come here and mirror copy. So you're going to mirror copy like that. So that way, and then we're going to put the letters. So this one is AA. Okay, so so we shall terminate these lines here. So you select these two like that and terminate this line here. This one too. So also on this triangle you should just add a line here. Add this line up to there. Then select this and this, select this and this too, and trim that part. Then you select this one and trim there and there. So you also come here, select this and this, select this one, trim there and there. So and remove this through like that. So you can now put the label. So this section is called A. So we come back here and put A. So text, let's use 2. Put there A. And come and also put A on the other side. select this one and also select this one. When you want to select this and this, ensure you are pressing shift, then just mirror this to the other side. Mirror this here and change this one to be yes, like that. So after you have already shown the sections, the next thing that you're going to do is to, so alternatively you can also just use the normal section here and come and put it here. So after this, now we are going to draw these sections which we had already used. We have shown here. So these ones, let's put them here, and this one you can put it there. So this one here, and that one over there. Like that. So the next thing that you're going to do is to introduce the sections. Now we are going to draw the sections. So since the base and width of the column was 200 by 200, we shall just select the line and use the box. So we shall start by 200 by 200, like that. Then so we shall just draw the section of one side, and then we shall copy the section down here. So we have already created it, and then we can ungroup this. Press Ctrl Shift G, press Ctrl Shift G, and then just mirror all these parts inside. You can mirror this depending on the cover that you're going to use. So for this ones we're using a cover of 25, so also this one is going 25, that's 1 inch. Sorry, we multiply it and take it on this side, 25. Also this one we multiply, we do the same. So we select this one and trim this one and trim here. By trim you press Ctrl, you select a line and then you press Ctrl. So trim here and there too. So we come back here and select these two lines like that and fillet them. The radius, you put a radius of about 25, like that. Also come here. So actually that's what I should have done with these parts here, so I forgot to do that. This one is a little bit too big, so let me fillet it. So this is just similar to the commands of AutoCAD. So let's put a radius of 15 so that I don't want it to be too big. There. You also select this one and this one, and then you come here and fillet. Same radius, this and this. Select and fillet too. This and this. Select and fillet too. So like that. And then now we are going to introduce the bars. The bars are of the size, like here it is 12 D12, so similar to this drawing. So you can see the bars at the first floor is D12, so put it here and put 6. Then we can just copy this to here. Copy this to down here. And also copy this to there. So like that. Then we shall show the legs. So it will depend with what the formula we use on site, but I just show these legs here and there. Anyway, this is normally 100. That's too big. So or alternatively, let's just leave this part to be, because sometimes they use the 90 degrees bend, and there's also the 135 degrees bend. So let's assume that the decision of whether to use the legs in the 90 degree bend or the other bend will depend on what the foreman is going to choose. So let's leave it like this, or we can still introduce, but let's just show a small distance, maybe 20, 21. Also here, you can keep it there, that way. So that's for D12. Yeah, so we can now add the dimensions and the bars that we are going to use. So quickly add the dimensions and the labeling of the bars. So you quickly select there. Also here. We show the bars. Change this one to this one to this. Select this, and then this one we shall just reduce it to 0.5 so that it can be small. Even 0.5 is a little bit big. Let's use 0.3 and change this to that. Yeah, that can do. Let's put a text here. The text, we shall be using a font, a text height of 1 millimeter, so small letters. Bring it here. Then we shall also show the letters for these bars. Shall put one here.